Blib, 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 blib. Talking about the current topic. As you can tell by this show, I'm not good at it. Where's that money coming from? Nobody asked that. But I wanted to bring up something first. Ding, ding, ding. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. It's really important to know what's going on. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. I am a believer of the Rebel Alliance. Here's another distraction for you. This is definitely a shit show. And it's a good question who's running. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. You want it all, but you can't have it. Yes! Wow! Look at that. Hi. I hope this is working now. Oh my goodness. Can you hear me? There we go. Wow. So yeah, I don't hit go live and I forget to put myself up on the stream. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner. Sorry, everyone. No, that's the one thing I didn't do was mute myself. Wow. Anyway, I am solo today. Yeah, I wish it was my first day. I am solo today. My wonderful producer and co-host, the one who actually keeps this show running, is celebrating with his family because it is, at least as far as I know, Mother's Day in North America because Canada and Mexico celebrated on the same day. So I'm gonna try and not break things, which obviously I didn't start out very well already. So let me say hi to Muxter and Lola and Bugger, yay, and Kelly and Wyatt. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a very, very lovely day. And I had set everything up and stuff like that. The first problem I had was I have like a practice studio set up where I can work on videos and kind of set up how I want to do things. I was still in there. So that was the first mistake. So all my setup is, of course, poovy. But I do have something I want to start with. And that is, you're going to love this. Let me do this.
You couldn't be more than 5.
You're so fat they have to jack you up to take off your shoes.
Yeah, well, you're so skinny your eyes are in single file.
Well, you're so ugly your ears stick out to get away from your face.
Well, your mama is
Hold it, wait a minute. Don't bring anyone mother into this. She ain't here. If it wasn't for your mother, you wouldn't be here. So remember, when you put down one mother, you put down mothers all over the world.
Treat her right, treat your mother right. Treat her right, treat her right. Treat her right, treat your mother right. Treat her right, treat her right.
Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her, my mother, so treat her right, treat her right. M is for the moan and the miserable groan from the pain that she felt when I was born. O is for the oven with its burning heat, where she stood making sure I had something to eat. T is for the time that she stayed up nights and took my temperature when I wasn't feeling right. H is for the hard-earned money she spent to keep clothes on my back and try to pay the rent. E is every wrinkle I put on her face and every worry that I caused when I stayed out late. The last letter R is that she taught me respect, and for the room up in heaven that I know she'll get. Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her, my mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
Treat her right, treat your mother right. Treat her right, treat her right.
I pity the fool that messed with his mom when they were back in the old days. Hey, Control Alt Delete. Yeah, just like Mr. T told you. Oh man, that a few people sent me that today, and Mugger thankfully saved my butt. My husband tried, but I didn't know I couldn't play the file format in StreamYard. So we had to get it to an MP4 so I could play it here, because you know it's the cheap seats for me here. Anyway, let me take that out. Actually, I think I'll leave it in. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about Mother's Day, starting with its origins. Nice, boring conversation. But I like history. I'm a history nut. I'm going to put this gal up here. Her name is Anna Jarvis. And Anna was very prominent in getting the creation of Mother's Day founded. Her it was based on her own mother's wish, basically, that there was a day set aside for moms. Her mom said in church at a closing prayer, I hope that and pray that someone sometime will found a Memorial Mother's Day commemorating her for the matchless service she renders to humanity in every field of life. She is entitled to it. And that was her mother, Anne Reeves Jarvis. I noticed a common theme when I was going through some of the earlier gals, that a lot of them came from West Virginia. When they were actively trying to get a day for mothers set up, West Virginia. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, thanks, Lola. I did not know. So it happened to work. Yeah, happened to work out real good today. Mother's Day was became a national holiday when nope, wait a minute. See, lost my notes. It was signed in as a national holiday in 1914 by President Woodrow Wilson. And then later on, Anna became very upset at the commercialization of the day, and actively tried to stop it because it totally went against what her mother wanted, which was a day of relaxation. And nah, didn't work. I'm having a hard time today. Yeah, country roads. I don't know. John Denver, right? And Muckster, I'm gonna guess that you were there. Which word has been ruined? And why should it be on Wednesday? Because the only thing well, I guess in a way, Wednesday would be a good day, but that would be hump day. So, yeah, I would agree with that day. Mm-hmm. Let me, let me take her down. I'll be doing this one at a time now because, I messed it up. I messed it up. Another image file. Not that. I kind of want to just, oh, is there a live going on, right now? An incubator. Hey, Calf. Some broad has one going. Oh, okay. Rudely discussing Jerry and Finkel. Oh, I can't think of anything good coming out of that. Not in the least. All right, let me see how. Let's talk about some super awesome moms. Such as. Anybody know who this fine lady is? I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. I'll give you a hint. She was the first woman signed to the Women's National Basketball League, or Association, excuse me. And she was in a bunch of world championships all over the world. And I happened to have paid attention to her when she was on the Seattle Storm as well. She retired in 2011. Nope. Cheryl Swoops. Charles Barkley. What? Yeah, I had to throw a Mickey in there. This is back in my day. Because she's super awesome. But I'll throw it just to be fair. Just to be fair. Let me put up another one. This one will be easier. I won't be so mean all of the time. Probably the goat. Wait a minute. Come on. There it is. A little bit of delay. The goat right here. Miss Serena Williams. Mm-hmm. She was 20 weeks pregnant when she won in Australia in 2017. And man, she was a threat on the court. I enjoyed watching her play. Uh-huh. Let me go out of here. I'm gonna switch up a little bit. All right, let's go with some more Brainiac moms. How about it? And I win. There we go. How about Miss Dorothy Vaughan? One of the 3 women highlighted in the movie Hidden Figures. Very, very annoying to me that I never knew about her. Now in the movie, they didn't really show if she had a family or kids or anything, but she actually had 6 children and was a human computer, mathematician, and she kind of saw the writing on the wall at NASA when they started to develop the IBM. I don't know how much of the movie part was true, but she did study the Fortran computer language and then went in and taught the women in the West Computing Group Fortran. So when it came time for them to expand the use of the IBM computer, she had a bunch of women ready for it. And one thing that annoyed the crap out of me was at the time, they considered computing women's work. They considered it a menial task. I was I was aghast finding this out. Because first of all, that crap is complicated. I don't know how menial that could be. But because it required a lot of typing, which, God forbid men should do that. That's why it was put to the women to do. And these women did these crazy computations out of their heads. And it was nuts. But yeah, Dorothy Vaughan also became the first Black woman promoted to a supervisory position. After she kept on applying and they kept turning her down, and they would you got that right, Wyatt. So finally she kind of pushed herself in with the IBM project, and then it couldn't be ignored. She couldn't be passed over because she was the glue holding that department together. Because remember, as you know, even with your own computer, when some new technology is developed, it takes time to work the bugs out. She managed to do it. So without her knowledge and her ability to think through this stuff. I'm not going to say that the IBM program would have never happened, but it certainly would have took longer to occur. So good for her. Mom of 6 kids. None of that stopped her. And oh my goodness, where's my other pictures? Ah, I had more. Where did they go? Where did you go? Oh, I don't know where they went, so I'm gonna have to grab them. Actually, they were all quite educated. She graduated from Wilberforce University. She went to Howard University. And then she did start out at Langley Research Center. And that FDR at that time issued an executive order to desegregate the defense ministry and to end the racial segregation, which opened the door for women like them to come in. So even though in the movie it portrays NASA as being segregated, that NASA was not. I'm not going to say it wasn't racist, because there were most certainly a lot of racism going on, but not like in the way the movie depicted. And the women, even later on, said that NASA, they had to deal with some stupid shit, but for the most part, they were seen as people that of competence, So, all right, let me grab this one here. And we're gonna put you right there. Okay. And you right there. We're gonna put you. Now they're saving. Okay. This is better. All right. Trying to. Come on. Come on. All right. Another wonderful mother that was a part of that computing group, but it ended up in the engineering department. Miss Mary Jackson. Mrs. Mary Jackson. Now I like her story too, because she went to just like the movie says, she did go to night school. Now she was a teacher at first. She taught math. And then she became a bookkeeper. She did a lot of traditional stuff, but then she was recruited by the precursor to NASA, which is the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, which was then succeeded by NASA later. And she did go to night school. She did go to court to be able to go to that night school to get a degree in engineering. And some of the things that she did were they were important to get the lunar module to keep the tiles on it. It was her work in the wind tunnels that also improved things for the airlines. Her work did. So kudos to her. And I wish I would have known about these women. Oh, you know what? Well, that's a good question. And I wish I could answer that. Let's see. She had 2 children. And I don't know. Let's see. By the way, the movie Hidden Figures was based on a book of the same name by Margot Lee Shetterly, who found out about these women and was probably even way more stunned than I was that he'd never heard about them. And Janelle Monáe played Mary Jackson in the movie. It does not say about her kids. I apologize for that. Because I pretty much focused on who was moms, not so much. The only reason that on the Mother's Day one, I brought up the kid was because the kid is the one who took her mom's dream and turned it into a reality. Let me grab this. But yep, she is awesome. No, I don't have a math brain either. That's why I refer to Spartan and all of that. Because I'm lazy that way. Or I just ask my husband because he's a math brain. And last but not least, let's get this up here. Let me do that and do that. Miss Katherine Johnson, who was pretty much the figurehead of that movie. Her insane speed of math computation. Just nuts. There's no way I could even barely touch as fast as she was computing stuff. And even as a kid, her math computations were just off the charts. But anyway, she was the one calculating trajectories and launch windows and returns for a lot of the space flights, starting with the Project Mercury. And then going to the Apollo lunar and command modules. And her math calculations were also a really important part of the beginning of the space shuttle program. And she was even working on plans for human missions to Mars. Taraji P. Henson played her in the movie. Awesome performance again. And she was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Congressional Gold Medal and a NASA Group Achievement Award, and they named a building after her because her work with NASA was so important that who knows? Yeah, make math sexy again. Yeah. And I forgot to mention, let me kind of go back to Dorothy Vaughan was played by Octavia Spencer, and I'm remiss in not bringing her up. But Katherine Johnson, mother of 3 children. And she, yeah, brainiac. Absolute brainiac. I really, envy these women to have that kind of an analytical mind like that. It was just nuts. Oh, I forgot this. I wanted to show this because it's really annoying to me, kind of. Well, actually, no. Okay, so in the movie, it portrayed her working with oh darn it. Here I go with the names. The guy from Big Bang Theory, I forgot his character name in Hidden Figures. But whenever so she figured out all these insane math calculations. She was supposed to double check his work. Now that's one thing, double checking his work and all. But on the stuff that she came up with, she got a co-writing credit with his. Even on stuff that some of that actually, yeah, Sheldon. But I was trying to remember his name and character name in Hidden Figures. So unfortunately, this kind of stuff happened a lot. But this is her first paper. And so all you math nerds, determination of azimuth angle at burnout for placing a satellite over a selected Earth position. September 1960. I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't even a twinkle in my mother's eye. And this woman, this amazing woman, is doing stuff like this. And to the general public, totally invisible. Not fair. One time I was talking to my brother about it. Because I was amazed. I was like, man, I've never heard of these women and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, yeah, okay, so it's like, but yeah, that was the attitude. Well, they didn't do anything special. They certainly did. And I'm here for it. All right, so that's all right. That one's done, that one's done, that one's done. That one's done. And that one's done. Oh, look at that. We all know about X-rays in this Madame Curie. Whoa, wait a minute. Come back here. She used to walk around with tubes of what was it? Why can't I find it now? Anyway, she would walk around with test tubes of radioactive crap in her pockets. So, of course, you know, long-term exposure to radiation is what killed her. Let me get this picture up. But without her work, things would have gone a lot slower. She also was instrumental in developing a portable X-ray machine that she used on out in the field. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yep, I had everything set up over in the other one. Okay. Plus, StreamYard's a little slow today at times. There we go. There she is. You know what? I learned a lot of stuff from Big Bang Theory too, because a lot of stuff they talked about was factual. But they made nerd stuff cool. And hearing the excitement that they would talk about it. I can't imagine a lot of these women in fields that it's not traditional, and how exciting they were to talk about it. And not only that, have colleagues that would listen to them. Like this gal, when her first husband died, she married another dude. She had 2 children, 2 daughters. One of her daughters became a scientist after her. And she was from Poland, Warsaw. It was the Kingdom of Poland at that time and part of the Russian Empire when she was there, when she was growing up. And then she moved to Paris to further her education and her scientific work. She coined the term radioactivity. And 2 elements. She identified 2 elements. Where are you? Sorry, crappy show. The first element that she discovered was polonium, so she named it after Poland. And where is the second one? Let's see. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in school, so I don't remember hardly any of this now, but I remembered she was a mom, so I had to showcase her. Madame Curie. Yep, hubba hubba. I've not I do know there was some movie about her, but I don't remember what it was. And let's go here. Who's next? There's what moms do you know that you can remember? Because I'm saving my favorite current one for last. Oh, by the way, here's another one. Let me see if I can get a picture of her. Because this one's kind of another. Let's see if she'll come up. Yeah, she does. Yeah. Lizzie Maggie. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I doubt it, but she was an American game designer way back in when, and she invented a game called the Landlord's Game. She was from Illinois, and she were then oh, here you go, Wyatt. She moved to Maryland in the 1880s. She invented a way for typewriting to make that allowed the papers to go through the rolls more easily, and she got a patent for her invention. Oh, wait a minute. Darn it, she was on another thing. Crap balls. I need to pull her out. Anyway, she invented a game called the Landlord's Game. And it was the precursor to Monopoly. And she did not have kids, so oop, my bad. I need to take her out. Sorry about that. This is supposed to be about moms. Yeah. Damn it, Muxter. I need to start showing these. Oh, Angel Gamer. Hi. There was black and white. Yeah. So if you have any, besides Wyatt's mom, if you have any of your favorite moms of history, don't hesitate to mention them, and I will bring them up. Because, yep. There's a bunch of them, and they were all on my other thing, which crashed when I came out of here. Aha! Mauled by dogs. You want to come up? So I can struggle with you by my side instead of alone. Nancy Hankus. Let's look her up. Nancy Lincoln. Abe Lincoln's mom. You betcha. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Where is the... Oh, and guess what? There's a memorial to her in Mineral County, West Virginia, where she was born. Common theme I'm seeing in a lot of this. All right, I forgot how to get you up here. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I think. Yeah. All right. Copy that. And Angel Baker. There you are. Bing, bing, bing. There you was. Because I'm bad at this. And then we'll go to that. Lagertha. Ah, darn it. Why did I close that window? There it is. We'll open that up. And then I'll go back here. Ding, ding, ding. Hi. I'm struggling.
You're doing okay.
Suck. I suck. There we go. Put this gal up. Plus, this is slow, kind of sometimes. So, there's Lagertha in a lithograph. How do you pronounce it?
Lagertha.
Okay, I'll let you pronounce it because
she's a Viking.
It's Greek to me.
Yeah.
Yes. This said, according to
More
legend,
like Norwegian, maybe. Yeah.
All right. Well, how many kids did she have?
A few.
There we go.
You know,
oh,
Kelly,
Ragnar.
she might be. Yeah, Ragnar.
Ragnar. Yeah.
Bjorn Ironside, Ivar, the Boneless. There's a lot of people around her. I don't think Ivar was one of her kids though, but I think
Let's
Bjorn
see.
was.
I can't pronounce any of these names.
What are you reading it from, Wiki?
Yeah.
Let me pull it up.
But she was quite the badass.
Yeah.
She saved the battle with a counterattack.
Yeah. Lagertha, according to legend, was a Viking ruler and shield maiden from what is now Norway, and the one-time wife of the famous Viking Ragnar Lothbrok. Her tale was recorded by the chronicler Saxo in the 12th century. Saxo's tales about warrior women are largely fictional. Other historians wrote that they may have a basis in tales about the Norse deity Thorgerd.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have some others too.
She was in the TV. She was portrayed in the TV series Vikings, and they did a really good portrayal of her, I thought.
Wasn't she the one that now I didn't see the series, but I saw the occasional clip of it.
Yeah.
Didn't she, like, if he ever threatened to hurt her, she'd threaten him back that she would kill him or something like that?
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna
She
take
eventually
any
became
crap.
Jarl, and then as a queen. But yeah, the women were badasses, fighting alongside their husbands and stuff.
As it should be.
hmm
If you wanna, you should be able to.
And the actress did a really good job, I think, playing her. Catherine Winnick.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did have that one up. What am I thinking? Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I was supposed to keep this one free. All right. Here's one for you. This is along my end of the. As soon as I pull it up. All right, let me get some of these out of here. The one time I thought that I was going to have this set up, and I did it in another studio, in my little practice studio.
Yeah.
Here we go. This gal.
Sacagawea?
Kind of. It depends on how you're pronouncing it. If it's Hidatsa, you are correct. If you're saying it from her own language, then it's Sacagawea.
Sacagawea.
Something like that. You know, because she was Shoshone. I cannot speak it very well because most Indian languages are Native American languages are very guttural. You speak from a lot of pronunciation from deep within your throat.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a slave. Of course, that's not the romantic version that we get to hear. But she was kidnapped early in her life. I'm sorry. She was Shoshone. I had it backwards. And the Hidatsa kidnapped her. So she was held captive in that village until she was bought.
Oh.
So she ended up with this dude named Gene, or I'm sorry, I was about to say her son's name. She ended up with I can't pronounce French. Toussaint Charbonneau
Mm-hmm.
was the guy who eventually became her husband, along with all the other wives he had. So she was about want to say she was about 14. I'm sorry, 13. She was 13 when she was married, non a non-consensual marriage to Charbonneau. So basically, she became his slave.
Yeah.
And then they moved to a Mandan village because he was a trapper. So he's following the fur trade along the rivers. They're in a Mandan village when who shows up? But hey, Lewis and Clark. They build Fort Mandan so that they could hang out for the winter. And while they were there, they befriend Charbonneau.
Mm-hmm.
But he also kind of cozied up to them, saying he could speak several native languages. And so they hired him to lead the, or not necessarily, well, sort of lead their trip of discovery. Now I know it's a common misconception, but Sacagawea never led the team. She pointed out stuff on occasion, but she didn't actually lead any of the expedition. And when they hired Charbonneau and left, she was pregnant with their first child. And during the time, she would point out lakes and rivers and things that she knew and stuff like that otherwise. But they really she became a really integral part of the expedition because she knew native plants. She was sick a lot. Other people got sick. She knew the native plants, knew how to prepare them and everything to help them with their illnesses, and stuff like that. So she was an integral part of them actually making it to the Pacific. So yeah, definitely a very strong mom. When they got back, Clark, who absolutely loved their son, took him in because Charbonneau, if I remember right, he got killed. But she died of an unknown sickness. And
Yeah, I
they
see that.
yeah, they she ended up in St. Louis. But when they died, Clark took the kids in.
She was only
But
24
yeah,
or around 24.
yeah, she was sick a lot.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for her knowledge of herbs and stuff like that, she would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, another cool woman.
Yeah. He was a Quebecois trader or fur trader trapper. Her husband. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any favorites that you
Of mothers, is it what you're
yeah.
um trying to think.
I was even going to bring up Marge Simpson.
My mother is vacuuming right now. Sorry if let me know if it gets loud or something.
Well, I hope nobody hears the air conditioner. because I
Oh,
got my air conditioner running. Okay, I'm gonna bring up another one. I hate this picture, but it's all I really got.
Yuri says Mother Teresa.
Well, okay, spiritual mom.
Yeah, not
Took
really
in a
an
lot of
actual
people.
mother, but yeah.
Right. Okay. This one makes me sad, but I'm gonna bring it up because it's annoying. Let me get this picture up. Let me take these down. All right. Hey, dickbag. Yeah, I don't. I was trying to be nice for anybody that, there are people that do idolize her. I'm not
Yeah.
one of them.
Stacy's mom.
Oh, that picture's too big. I can't put it up. What the hell? All right, let me see if I can find a smaller one.
It is funny though when you Google iconic famous mothers, Mother Teresa is the first one that pops up.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I'm trying to be nice. Trying to be nice. She, yeah. Let's see if I can. Man, this looks like it's huge. This looks like it's huge. I don't know if I can. They don't do DPI on here, honey. It's pixels. Oh, wait a minute.
92 pixels is the same as 92 DPI.
I'm gonna try this medium here. I should be able to do this one. Okay. All right, you guys. Let's see if it works. Yes, it worked. Stifler's mom. That's a good one. A bunch of heathens. How about this horrible representation to a lot of us,
Oh, yeah.
Matawaka, but to you guys, the more common name is Pocahontas.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have anytime I think of get out of here, fly. I got a fly in here. Every time I think of her, I think of Disney and I start to get mad. Her name, her Christian name when she was another slave. Let's not beat around the bush about this. She
Yeah.
was also another slave that was forced into marriage to try and slow down the decimation of the Powhatan people. So yeah, she was captured, held for ransom. While they had her, they baptized her and named her Rebecca. And then she married a tobacco planter. And this was, I want to say she was about 15 or 16 when this happened. And in her later teens, she had their son. When they took her to London for the first time to be presented to English society. She was advertised as a civilized savage. Hey, I heard that.
What? Oh, my phone.
That sounded like it was right next to the microphone.
It was. I didn't realize.
You put your vibrator in the wrong place.
I know.
Yeah, Stifler's mom. That. Hey, I will have to put up a picture of that later for later on.
Was it Jennifer Coolidge?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge. We were talking about her last week. But yeah, so anyway, she died in England and it was tragic. She also died young. But a warrior through and through, trying to keep things peace between the invaders and her people, and paid dearly for it. But and also too, sorry, she did not have a romantic relationship with Captain John Smith. Didn't happen. Yeah. That is total BS. Just want to point that out. Because, yeah. And there's one more I gotta put up here because this one's more current. This one is more current. And nope, I don't want that picture. I want the older one. And this was, I started hearing about her quite young on the news. Well, I guess that is the only one I'll be using.
I put one in the back chat too.
Oh, okay.
One I thought of. Whatever.
Batch. Okay, there it is. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Let me get her over here. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm so slow.
No, it's okay.
All right. This is the only one I'm gonna get, I guess. Okay. Nope. Don't you dare. I gotta really figure out a way to change that. I get it wants to put things over in this OneDrive deal.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, people. And let me go here. Princess Di. Yeah. Amazing gal.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, let me get this one up. One more. One of my heroes. Miss Wilma Mankiller, the first woman head of the Cherokee Nation.
Oh, okay.
And also was very prominent, very active when it came to the Alcatraz occupation. That was back in 1964 when a bunch of Indian people took over Alcatraz Island, because the agreement, which is still in existence, by the way, So if you are ever in an area where some federal land gets mothballed, most often it's like a old military base or something like that, they'll mothball it. You will find that they don't keep it mothballed for long, because the agreement is that any federal land that goes into disuse, they are to do one of two things. Either they turn it into a park, or they turn it over to who would have been the Indian tribe for that area. So, as you can imagine, we don't get much of that land back.
Yeah.
But a couple of times, like in Seattle, it happened. And where they filmed parts of Officer and a Gentleman, that was turned over to Indian people. But Alcatraz is one of those that Indians took it over because it had been mothballed. Nothing was going on. Indian people were getting crushed by poverty, alcoholism, drugs. And they were trying to call attention to the federal government, because even now the agreement is that as sovereign nations, we're supposed to be allowed to communicate, talk with, negotiate, whatever, with the federal government. That's kind of a tough call at times. So Indian people took over Alcatraz, and Wilma Mankiller was one of them. After the occupation and being involved with the crap, the I think it was the San Francisco Indian Center. I cannot remember. Part of what was going on with San Francisco was part of the Indian Relocation Act. Basically, it was a bribe to try and get Indians off the reservations and into modern society. It was the Assimilation Act. It's part of the Indian termination policy. By integrating Indian people into society, they could eventually get rid of the reservations, because Indian people were no longer sovereign nations. But that didn't work, thankfully. But she saw what was going on. Her and her family, and she was like, you know what? This is whack. So she went back to Oklahoma and took up a number of jobs, stuff like that. And she decided to get involved more in social work and politics. So she met people from various tribes and started learning from them, and brought all that information back to Oklahoma, where she started to work in community development, including Clean Water Initiative. She became the deputy chief in 1983. And this is something I would like to see more often. The guy that was running for principal chief, Ross Swimmer, was a Republican. Mankiller was a Democrat, and he asked her to be his running mate, and they won.
Oh.
Yes, they won because he saw her as being the best person for the job. Not, oh, I'm not going to even bother to look at you because you're a Democrat. He knew, and it was because of her desire for the tribe to become more self-sufficient. And unfortunately, one of the things that was really difficult was the sexism that she faced, which is really sad because Cherokee society was matrilineal. And you got to look at matrilineal society in context. By matrilineal society, women held power, and the women owned property. So the famous way to divorce was you took your husband's belongings, set them outside the doorstep, and close the door, and you were divorced. So much easier, less messy. But women own the property, things like that. And the reason why was Indian society viewed women as being more level-headed. Indians are prolific gamblers, but not in the same sense. But it was just the idea that all this testosterone was not as community building as what women were capable of, because being more mellow. I'm generalizing. So, but yeah, there were a lot of people in the tribe who gave her a ration of crap because she was a woman. She even got death threats. Tires on her car was slashed. Yeah. And and the other reason why they mostly men were pissed was, as deputy chief, she was to preside over tribal council. And that's the governing body of the Cherokee Nation. And they're like, we can have no women. But too bad she won. She stuck it out too. Her husband even wanted her to do a more traditional role, and she was kind of like, traditional to who? The nation or to these oppressive religions? So she held out. And then Chief Swimmer was appointed the assistant secretary of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, which means, that's right, she succeeded him and was sworn into office in 85. First woman chief of an Indian nation since the occupation of North America. So she did such a good job that the nation elected her in the next election. So, yep, absolutely, I love her. All right, let's go with dun, 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 dun. Okay. Where did I put that? There it is. Okay. There's other women that I have not looked up. Let me get you over here. Sorry, people. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. I'm doing this through Wikipedia only because I could steal the pictures. Not stealing, but fair use, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Okay. Download you. All right. Here is. Come on. Take that out. Sorry, I'm taking these out one at a time because if I don't. All right, where are you? Hey. It didn't save. There it is. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Angel Gamer's pick right there.
Yeah, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. She was part of the original American women's suffrage movement with Susan B. Anthony, and she had a lot of kids, like 8 kids. A
Let's
lot of her
see.
kids went on to be suffragists too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 kids.
Yeah,
That's too many. No
a lot
way.
of kids. Yeah,
That's a lot of kids. I had a hard enough time popping out one. I love it though.
yeah. So she was from Johnstown, New York. Born in 1815, and she lived until 1902.
Ripe old age of 86.
Yeah. One of the founders of the suffragist movement, which now has kind of transitioned into the League of Women Voters, which is still around today.
Oh, and by the way, at a time when you were only allowed barely any political parties, she was an independent.
Yeah. She lived
was
through the
like-
Civil War, and yeah,
She was the predominant author of the Declaration of Sentiments, also known as the Declaration of Rights and Sentiments. It was a document signed in 1848 by 68 women and 32 men. It was the first women's rights convention to be organized by women.
yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Her,
Love it.
she met Henry Brewster Stanton, who was a prominent abolitionist agent, and she married him against her father's wishes.
Good for her.
And she omitted the word obey from the marriage vow ceremony.
Hell yeah.
She later wrote, I obstinately refused to obey one with whom I supposed I was entering into an equal relation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She also, if I remember correctly, didn't she know Frederick Douglass?
Yes, she did. Yeah. And
Eh.
Ralph Waldo Emerson, William Lloyd Garrison.
She was also highly educated
Yeah.
at a time when women were encouraged not to be educated.
Yeah. She graduated from Union College in Schenectady. I never say that right. Schenectady, New York.
Ah, so he was a lawyer and a politician.
Yeah.
They ended up keeping separate households because he was gone 10 months out of the year.
Yeah. They still managed to
Wow.
have 7 kids, though.
7 kids, and they were married 47 years, which
Yep.
ended with his death.
Yeah.
World Anti-Slavery Convention.
Schenectady is what Monster says.
Oh,
Schenectady. Okay.
Schenectady. Yeah, it's kind of an invention of the henpecked husband.
Yeah.
I doubt it. He was never there. Can't be henpecked if you weren't there.
Her cousin, Garrett Smith, was an abolitionist and member of the Secret Six, who financed John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. She spent summers there, and was considered part of the family. So there were a lot of powerful people in her life, and
Very influenced by that.
her or their house is still a historical site in Seneca Falls. So
Very
yeah.
cool.
Stanton believed that women should have command over their sexual relationships and childbearing. She also said, however, that a healthy woman has as much passion as a man.
Yes, a woman after my own heart. She was a
Mhm.
horny old broad.
In an era where it was commonly held that a wife must submit to her husband's sexual demands, she believed that women should have command over them, over their relationships and childbearing.
I don't know. Mac is going to disagree with that. He wouldn't be home either because he needs a woman home to make those sandwiches. Oh, man. Yeah, it does
She
sound
was,
revolutionary. I love it.
yeah. She was a very interesting and influential woman.
She was a firebrand.
Yeah.
Let's see, who else have we got? Oh, I'll just bring her up. Josephine Baker,
Yeah.
adopting those 12 kids from different countries to make her rainbow family.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she's more famous as an entertainer. Anne Lindbergh, married to Charles Lindbergh. Anne Lindbergh was also a pilot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Their love of flying was what attracted them to each other. And you will probably know this one, maybe, Angel Gamer. Mary Wollstonecraft.
Yeah, the mother of Mary Shelley.
Yeah. Mary
Yeah.
Wollstonecraft was a famous early feminist.
Yeah.
And of course, Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein. I pronounced
Frankenstein.
that wrong. It was Frankenstein. Yeah. So, yep. Fabulous day for Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And where was I got something else here? Okay. Out. Okay. I had all this up and now I don't know where it is. Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I wasn't feeling good today and
Yeah.
still not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great either, but hopefully some of that'll be improving. But
Yeah. That's pretty damn annoying, I gotta
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And having been there as well, I definitely feel.
Yeah. I'm on prednisone right now, which is kind of maybe helping a little bit, but it's it takes a bit for it to build up in your system, and then you have to taper off of it. So
Yeah, it does. And it's
and it
not
screws up your
fun.
sleep.
I had to I was put on very high doses of prednisone to deal with my
Yeah.
arthritis pain,
Yeah.
and it ended up destroying my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't go through those bloody details because hopefully it'll affect you differently than it did to me.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yes. I'm gonna grab me a piece of ginger here because I have to. Ginger is the miracle medicine, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It works very quickly.
It's anti-inflammatory, and it helps with stomach issues, and
Yeah, and I'm having stomach issues.
helps with nausea.
Yep, that's exactly why I'm taking it right now.
Yep.
It works fast too. Plus, it's cheaper than Pepto Bismol.
Yeah.
And works much faster. I prefer Marianne too. Wish I had a guy's name for that. Yeah. All right. Well, I am absolutely not feeling well. I'm gonna close this down.
Okay.
And I appreciate you guys showing up on this day today.
Yeah.
Go back up here and
Sorry I couldn't be here earlier, but we had company over, so
yeah.
my brother and his wife came over and brought their dogs, and I laid on the floor and let them maul me for a good long while, and it was just kind of uplifting, to get mauled by dogs for a while. So.
Ha ha, Muckster. Well, I can hardly wait till he is back because I like it.
Yeah.
Spider Dog is fun. He's fun. And also too, when we debate each other, like if there's something we disagree with, it doesn't turn into some horrible petty argument or anything like that. Both of us are
He's
so
not calling
I
you
like
a
it.
fat coos and a slag and
Yeah. He doesn't do dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Spider. But yeah, because I did ask him. I assumed that they would be doing something. He wasn't sure, and then yeah. But I had already figured out what I was gonna do. It was just a matter of it's so much easier to like send him the links and stuff, and then he gets everything all nicely set up and stuff, and I could just roll along. So and I even forgot, oh wait a minute, hold on, where is it I did it in the other one. I even created a banner and everything. Oh well. All right, everyone, have a very lovely day, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Blib, 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 blib. Talking about the current topic. As you can tell by this show, I'm not good at it. Where's that money coming from? Nobody asked that. But I wanted to bring up something first. Ding, ding, ding. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. It's really important to know what's going on. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. I am a believer of the Rebel Alliance. Here's another distraction for you. This is definitely a shit show. And it's a good question who's running. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. You want it all, but you can't have it. Yes! Wow! Look at that.
We're back. Gotta hit the end stream. You have to hit end stream. Do 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 do. Double M's. Mother Trucker. Can you hear me? Double M's. I guess I'm taking over. Anybody have any questions?
Okay. Okay. Come on. Move.
Double M's?
Just a second.
You're still live.
I am.
Yeah, you gotta hit end stream.
Oh. Well, for all of you who are still here watching this.
I just didn't want you to like start doing something that that you didn't want broadcast on YouTube or something. So
Well, you know, I didn't figure I didn't hit go live, so I had to end it with not hitting end stream either, apparently. So now we'll really go out to Mr. T.
My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
I've never seen that before.
Wait a minute, it's not. Talking about the current topic. As you can tell by this show, I'm not good at it. got money coming from. Nobody asked them. But I wanted to bring up something first. Ding, ding, ding. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. It's really important to know what's going on. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. I am a believer of the Rebel Alliance. Here's another distraction for you. This is definitely a shit show. And it's a good question who's running. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. You want it all, but you can't have it. Yes! Wow! Look at that.